Hi scholars, welcome to Math with Miss Ramirez. That's me. I'm super excited to start doing math with you all. Remember, some materials that you might need are a whiteboard or a blank piece of paper, your marker, or a pencil. So something to write with so you can practice along these problems with me. Go ahead and pause this video to get your materials and then click play when you're ready. Okay, let's get started. Today's objective, what we're going to do, is that we're going to relate addition and subtraction equations to word problems and choose strategies to solve them. So far in math, we've learned so many strategies that you can use when solving a problem. So think about a 10 frame, think about a number path, think about a number bond. There's so many strategies. You can also use your fingers, you can use circles, but there's a lot of strategies that we've learned that will help us solve the problem quicker. Now what we're going to do today is that we're going to solve problems that are in like a story. So let's talk about our vocabulary. A word problem is a story that has a math problem in it. So it's going to tell us, it's going to be just kind of like a story telling us some characters that have things or they don't have things. And it's our job as detectives to solve these problems. So in our word problem, it's really important that you think about the information that is given, and we'll talk more about that. Addition. What is addition? Good. Addition is like this, and it's when you're putting together, you're adding. So addition, everyone do it with me. Adding, good job. Now subtraction. Subtraction is the opposite. It's like this. Or like this, how we do it in class. And that means that we're taking apart things. That means that we have some, but we had to take some away. Now we have fewer. So that's subtraction. And lastly, an equal sign. This is the equal sign. And remember, the equal sign, whatever you have on either side, is the same. So this equal sign means the same as. So if I have an apple right here, there's an apple on this side because it's the same on both sides. Equal sign. All right, so let's get started. All right, scholars, let's get started. This is our word problem. So let's read it together. Ready? Let me see your fingers. Point to the problem, go. Says, Rafa has 13 pens. She has 7 more than Yara. How many pens does Yara have? So let's think first about our word problem and what it's telling us. We have to circle our important information. So we know that Rafa has 13 pens, so I'm going to circle 13. But she has 7 more than Yara. Now this is really important. We're going to circle the word more as well because it's telling us that she has 7 more. It's not that she has 7, it's that she has 7 more. So, how many pens does Yara have? So, Rafa has 13, and Yara, we don't know how many Yara has, so we're going to put a question mark right there. But we know that Rafa has 7 more than Yara. So, we need to figure out how many does Yara have. Now, how could we solve this problem? They gave us an equation, and it says blank plus 7 equals 13. And they gave us 10 frames. These are 10 frames. Good. And I see that they put 10 on this 10 frame and 3 here. So I know they have 13 counters in our 10 frame. So if I know I have 13 already, that's a check. We know that there's 13 on their 10 frame. The other number that we can use is 7. So what should we do? We know that 13 is our total because it's on this side. So what should we do to solve our problem? Well, I know that I'm missing a part. That means it's a smaller number than my total. So I'm going to cross out 7 because that tells me the answer that I'm looking for. It's my other part. So I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now I get to count. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 plus 7 equals 13. Equals 13. So Yara has 6 pens. That's the number we were looking for to figure out how many Yara had. Kiss your brains. Good job. If you're working on your whiteboard, go ahead and erase your whiteboard. And if you're working on a piece of paper, go ahead and follow along in a different part of the paper. All right, next problem. This one says, let me see your fingers. All right, let's point, go. Fido has 6 more spots than Pup. Pup has 6 spots. How many spots does Fido have? So, this is our word problem. Fido has 6 more spots. Remember, more is an important word. So we're going to circle the number and the word. He has 6 more spots than Pup. Pup has 6 spots. So we know that Pup has 6 spots, so that's our other important information. Fido has 6 more than Pup. So how can we solve this problem? So, do we know how many Fido has? No. But we know he has 6 more than Pup. And Pup only has 6. So we're going to start with 6 right there because Pup has 6. Fido has 6 more. So that means we're going to add. We're going to put together. So 6 plus 6. Oh, this is a double. Do you know what the answer is? Okay, let's check our work. I think I know the answer, but let's check our work. We're going to circle 6 because that's the number we know that Pup has. And we're going to add 6. So we're going to jump. We're going to use this number path, and we're going to jump. If you need to pause this video to write this down on your whiteboard, and then click play again so you can follow along with me, okay? All right, let's jump 6 times. Remember to touch the numbers so you don't get confused when you're jumping and add the wrong number, okay? So we're going to jump 6. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ta-da! So our number is 12. So Fido has 12 spots. You see how these word problems can get a little tricky? But it's important to look for this important information, and then they'll get easier. All right, go ahead and wipe your whiteboard or go to a different page, and let's work on our last problem together. Okay, let's work on our last problem with your fingers. Ready? Let's point to read. Go. It says, Dada sings 5 fewer songs than Danny. Danny sings 11 songs. How many songs does Dada sing? So let's circle our important information. In our last problem, we saw the word more when we circled the word more. In this one, I see the word fewer. So I'm going to circle this one. And what do you think fewer we're going to do with this word fewer? Are we going to add or are we going to subtract with the word fewer? We're going to subtract because it's telling us that there's 5 fewer things. So there's less things. So we're going to subtract to figure out how many less things. Our other important information is that Danny sings 11 songs. That's our total. That's the biggest number. We know that there's 11 songs and Dada sings 5 fewer songs. So when we write this down, we know our important information. We're going to start with the number 11 because that's our biggest number and we know we're going to subtract. And remember, when we subtract, we start with the information that is given, that is our biggest number. And we know that Dada sings 5 fewer songs. And we already talked about how that means that we're going to subtract. We're going to take away. So we're going to take away 5. So we have 11 minus 5 equals blank. And this answer is going to tell us how many songs Dada sings. So Ms. Ramirez, I'm going to use a number path, but you can use a 10 frame if you want. So if we do a number path, we could do it quickly here. And again, your number paths don't have to be perfect. Look, Ms. Ramirez says it's not perfect. 10, 11. Okay, so I have my number path, and now I'm going to circle my important information here. I have 5 right here, then I have 11 right here. And you can do this either way. You can start from 11 and count backwards, and count how many jumps you have between these two, or you can start at 5 and then make your way to 11. It's the same thing because we're going to get the same answer. So ready? We're going to start jumping. Count with me. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Dada sings 6 songs. Now, if you wanted to do a 10 frame, we can do it the 10 frame way. Make a 10 frame here. Whoa, that was crazy line, but it's okay. So I'm going to draw 11 because I know that Danny sings 11 songs. So I have 10, and I'm going to put 1 outside because it's 11. And I know that Tara sings 5 fewer songs, so I'm going to take away 5 to figure out how many she's saying all together. And now I see that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we got our answer right. Now we use 2 methods to solve our problem. Good job, scholars. So what I want you to do is take your time this week and work on your workbook, your math book, and do those extra pages and go on iReady, okay? So you can practice all of this and you're ready for the quiz at the end of the week. Good job, scholars. I'll see you next week.